You know the feeling, even if you have never put words to it. You look at what is left in your account, and it is less than it should be, and you cannot quite say where it went. You were careful. You did not spend foolishly. You watched the big ones, the groceries, the medicine, a light bill, and still, somehow, there is less at the end of the month than there ought to be. That feeling is not you losing track, and it is not in your head. For a great many older people, a real part of that missing money is being pulled quietly out of their account every single month for things that stopped existing years ago. A service you canceled and thought was long finished. A warranty on something you no longer even own. A tax you may no longer owe at all. Each one is small enough that you have trained yourself to skip right past it on the statement. But added up, over a year, they can quietly take more than $1,000 that was yours to keep. And they will do it again next year and the year after that, unless you catch them. And here is the part that should truly frighten you. These charges do not ever stop on their own. No letter comes in the mail to warn you. No one calls. Nothing on your statement lights up to say, you do not have to pay this anymore. The money simply keeps leaving your account, quietly, month after month, and every single month you do not catch it is another month of the money you worked your whole life for staying in the hands of a company instead of staying with you. And left alone, it does not fade away. It keeps draining silently for the rest of your life until one single person finally reaches in and shuts it off. That person is never going to be them. It can only ever be you. There is good news, though, and it is the reason this is the year to finally catch it. In 2026, this exact problem has grown so widespread that the people whose job it is to protect consumers are cracking down hard, forcing these companies to make their charges far easier to escape. So there has never been a better moment than this year to hunt yours down and shut them off for good. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the fifth one is not a company at all. It is money pulled straight out of your Social Security check every single month for a reason that may have quietly stopped being true years ago. The first one hides inside your own bank or credit card statement, and it is that small monthly charge you no longer remember agreeing to. A subscription. Maybe it was a free trial you signed up for once, years ago, and never got around to canceling. Maybe it's antivirus software on a computer you barely turn on anymore, quietly renewing itself every year at $100 or more. Maybe it's a streaming service, a news site, a club, or an app you have not opened in a year. On their own, each one looks far too small to bother with. $9 here, $12 there. But added together, for the average household, they come to well over $150 a year, poured straight down the drain for things nobody is even using. And the companies design it that way on purpose. It is called set it and forget it, and they are betting everything on the forget. The way to stop it is simple, but you are the one who has to do it. Sit down with a single month of your bank statement and read every charge on it, line by line. Any charge you do not recognize or do not use anymore, call the number on the statement and cancel it. If a company makes it hard to cancel, and some of them will, that is exactly the behavior regulators are cracking down on this year. So be firm and keep asking until it is done. If they give you the runaround, know that the law is finally on your side. The second one is a fee your cable or internet company has been charging you, month after month, for a piece of equipment, usually the modem or the box that brings the signal into your home. Now here is what almost no one realizes. If you bought your own equipment, or if you returned theirs and they kept charging you anyway, that fee is not merely unfair. It is against the law. A federal law passed a few years ago made it illegal for these companies to bill you for equipment you are not actually renting from them. And yet the charge, often $15 a month, which comes to $180 every year, keeps showing up because their system quietly kept it running. Look at your cable or internet bill and find the line that says equipment or rental or gateway. Then call and ask one plain question. Am I being charged to rent equipment, and do I actually own it, or did I already return it? If it turns out you own it, tell them to take the fee off, and then ask them to pay you back for what they wrongly charged. A great many people get months of that money returned with a single phone call. The third one is a warranty, or a service contract, the kind you are sold on a car, an appliance, or a piece of electronics, promising to cover repairs down the road. Here is the quiet trap. A great many of these renew themselves automatically, year after year, long after the item is gone or the coverage has already run out. People keep paying for a warranty on a car they sold 2 years ago, or on a refrigerator that broke and was replaced, simply because the charge kept renewing and nobody ever stopped it. And even when the item is still sitting in your home, these contracts are well known for being nearly impossible to actually use when the day comes to file a claim. So if you are paying for one, ask yourself just 2 questions. Do I still own the thing it is supposed to cover? And have I ever once actually been able to use it? If the answer to either question is no, call and cancel it, and ask whether you are owed money back for the part you never used. Very often, you are. The fourth one is a monthly charge for something called credit monitoring or identity protection. So many people signed up for one of these years ago, often right after a store or a bank sent a letter saying their information might have been exposed, and it came with a few free months at the start. Then those free months ended, the monthly charge quietly began, and it has been running ever since, sometimes for years, at $15 or $20 a month. And here is what stings. For most people, it is money spent on something you can do yourself for free. You are allowed to freeze your own credit at no cost at all, and that freeze is stronger protection than most of these paid services will ever give you. Look on your statement for any charge with words like protection, monitoring, or secure in the name. If you are not truly using it, cancel it and put a free freeze on your credit instead. And the fifth one, the one I promised would be different, is not a company at all. It is a piece of money pulled straight out of your Social Security check or your pension every single month and handed to the government as income tax. Now, at some point in the past, a great many people chose to have this tax taken out on purpose, just to be safe, so they would not face a big bill in the spring. And back then, that may have made perfect sense. But here is what quietly changes as you get older, and what almost no one ever goes back to check. Each year, past 65, the slice of your income the government does not tax grows larger. And with the newer deductions written for seniors, a great many older people living on Social Security and a modest amount more now owe little or nothing at all in federal income tax. And yet the withholding just keeps going. Every month, month after month, tax is pulled out of your check for a bill you may no longer owe. And the government simply holds your own money all year long, handing it back without a single penny of interest, and only if you remember to file for it. Think for a moment about someone who has had that tax taken from every check for the last 5 or 6 years, never once stopping to ask whether they still owe it, quietly handing over money that was theirs to keep the entire time. If that might be you, you do not have to guess about it. A free tax counselor for seniors can look at your income in a few minutes and tell you plainly whether you owe any federal tax at all. And if the answer is that you do not, you can stop the withholding with one short form, handed to Social Security or to whoever pays your pension. It is a simple voluntary withholding request, and turning it off means that money finally stays in your check, where it belonged all along, starting with your very next payment. For someone stretching a modest check to cover the month, that can be more than $1,000 a year handed back. Money they could have been living on the whole time. Now, step back and look at what all 5 of these share, because it is the very same quiet thread running through every one. Each of them is a charge that kept running on its own, long after the reason for it had ended. And not a single one of them will ever stop by itself. The company will not stop it. The government will not stop it. The only person on this earth who can switch these off is you. But that also means the power is entirely in your hands. And switching them off costs you nothing but a little time and a few phone calls this week. So here is exactly what to do. First, pull 1 month of your bank and card statements and read every charge, line by line. Second, cancel any subscription or service you no longer use. Third, call your cable or internet company about that equipment fee and ask for a refund. Fourth, cancel any warranty or credit monitoring you are not using and ask for your money back. And fifth, if tax is being taken out of your Social Security or your pension, have a free senior tax counselor check whether you even still owe it. And if you do not, file the one form that stops it. Every one of these is free to do, and together they can put hundreds, and for some people, well over $1,000 a year, back where it belongs. This is general information to help you know what to look for, and it is not tax or legal advice, because every situation is a little different. I have put where to start for each one of these in the description just below this video. And before you go, think of one person who is quietly paying for things that ended long ago and has no idea it is still happening. A friend, a parent, a neighbor living on a fixed check. Send them this video. 1 hour with their bank statement this week could hand them back money they never knew they were losing. Then go and check your own, and help someone you love check theirs.